How about you?
Chilling, man. Just catching up with people. You know what I mean? Ain't no sports on TV. You know what I'm saying? Got to do something. Get my mind off.
Exactly.
Huh? What you say?
Exactly.
Exactly. B, I want to catch up with you. Let people hear your stories, man. I know where you come from. How you got there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let them know. What made B Brown who he is. You know what I'm saying? You want to start elementary, high school, wherever you want to start, B.
Oh, okay. First of all, you can hear me out because I'm in the basement. It's kind of like my
Yeah,
dryer is going. The pipes is going a little bit. It sound all right?
yeah, I got you. Get you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Fort Greene Projects, downtown Brooklyn. Anybody familiar with New York City? Pretty sure you know about Fort Greene, downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right near Albee Square Mall, Fort Greene Park, Tillery Park,
Yeah.
Brooklyn Bridge,
Yeah.
all that stomping ground, Albee Square Mall,
Yeah.
all that area. The infamous Junior's Cheesecake with Puffy making the band dudes walk to.
It's the rock.
All that. Yeah, went to PS 287 and right between Fort Greene and Farragut Projects, right in the hood. Ended up going from 287, went to junior high school 113. It used to be called Rothschild before I got there. Like the old school had called Rothschild, but it was junior high school 113, Ronald Edmond Learning Center. Played ball there. I heard a little feedback. But I started playing ball, like organized basketball at 10 and under at the Boys and Girls Club, right in Farragut, between Farragut and Fort Greene. And just grew a love for it. Everybody know in the city, like, we got nothing but hoops everywhere, like basketball hoops everywhere. That's why we ain't really produce too many football dudes and stuff like that. We don't have turfs and but we got hoops everywhere. So that's all we did all day. So once I played organized ball at 10 with the Boys and Girls Club. It was competitive. Everybody on that team was good, and we pushed each other, and it became like a brotherhood. And it was just a way of staying out of trouble and doing something positive. So I just stuck to it. I grew with the love. You know what I mean? In my era, we talking about 91 Michael Jordan, 92 Jordan era when Mike was like, God. So I grew up in that phase, and Mike was like God to me. You know what I mean? Watching Michael Jordan, he was a hero of mine. Hulk Hogan was a hero of mine. Bobby Brown, yeah, my last name with the Gumby and flat top. I had to get all that. So, we talking about that type of era. So, I was good enough to hone my skills to the point where I was able to get a scholarship to go to Bishop Lachlan, and which is a Catholic school in Brooklyn, New York. Mark Jackson went there. Selden Anderson went there. Selden Jefferson went there. I ended up going to West Virginia. Mark Jackson went there. He actually went to.
Chris Mullin didn't go there, did he?
Chris Mullin didn't go there. Just I forget even I forget. He ended up going to Kentucky. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Andre, the shot blocker that went to Kentucky. He went to Lachlan too. He was like 92 through 94 type era. No, he was at Lachlan, I think, at those years, or maybe at Kentucky those years. But a couple dudes like that went to Lachlan. Mark Jackson actually went to Bishop Lachlan with my aunt Tawana. So
my boy
so
Will Dudley with you. Boy Will went to school with you. He was a nut back then.
Will was there with me. Lachlan, Will Dudley. He was one of the main reasons why I ended up coming to Ohio State, because I had a teammate of mine that was going there. Will Dudley actually visited Ohio State before me. I wasn't even thinking about Ohio State. I was thinking about playing for a Big East school. I was getting recruited by all Big East schools. I wanted to play for St. John's. Or Providence. St. John's was going at me hard ever since like junior year. Coach Fran always call up and stay in touch and stuff like that. But backtracking a little bit, getting to Lachlan, getting the Catholic school system. Period. It was crazy, as you know, back in those days. Like Reggie Jesse also at Lockland before me.
That's it.
Shantuan Nelson. You know what I mean? Shantuan Nelson, amongst a lot of other people. But in the Catholic school league itself, you had Eric Barkley that went to Christ the King. You know, you had Speedy Jackson. You had Lamar Odom. You had Ira Miller. They all on one team. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know what I mean? They coming up behind them with old Cook. You know what I mean? Zach Williams.
You have
Every
Mark Carroll, Big Mark.
the list goes on and on, and like, and we getting so old, you know, that it's like 20 years removed, so I kind of be forgetting names and all that and stuff. So it'd be good, like guys like yourself and other platforms, A Game Post be doing, you know, and stuff like. I even be like talking to dudes like this and chopping it up. We ain't doing nothing anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? So
They might as well. You know, ESPN.
yeah.
You know, that stuff on the news right now. I'm tired of saying that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
yeah.
right.
I remember playing on Riverside with y'all. And it seemed like the whole Bishop Lockman was on the team that year. It was you, it was Will, Cliff.
Coach Strong.
Yeah. Shoot, man. Shoot, that summer, man, I had some of the funniest stories for all the Bishop Lockman guys, like Cliff and Phil. Whenever we sat on the bench or something, always was joking. He's like, yo, man, what school y'all go to? And we was like, Lockman. Then I found out it was like 7 of y'all on 10. You was like on 16s. I was playing 15s. And I think we went to North Carolina. And on that bus trip, man, y'all stayed on my man Daree the whole trip. It was you, Brad, E-Bark, who else? It was like everybody from the city was on that bus. By the time we left Riverside, and the time we got to North Carolina that weekend, I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen a bunch of dudes stay on the man that long. I ain't let Daree breathe. I was so sorry for Daree that weekend. I was like, damn, you don't let these dudes get off on you like that. It was fun, though. He took it, though. It was funny. But, yo, that bus trip was funny as hell that weekend, though. But, shit, I think y'all won that, didn't y'all? That weekend? Did y'all win that Bob Gibbons tournament that weekend?
I don't remember. I know the trip exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember if we won it or not. But yeah, Daree, my son chilling. He's still up in
Okay,
I think.
I talked to Daree.
Huh?
I talked to
You
Daree.
talked to him?
Yeah, I be talking to him. That's my dude. Yeah. Shit, at that time, New York City Catholic School League, shoot, even Jersey was rocking, but New York City Catholic School League, man, you used to see it on like MSG. You're like, dang, that shit loaded out there. Like you had CTK, you had Bishop Locker, you had who else? You had LaSalle. That was Catholic school, right?
Yeah.
Who else is Catholic school in New York that I know? CTK Rice.
Rice, Ford,
Yeah.
Severian out in the Coney along not Coney long not near Coney Island, but it's over there near Sheepshead Bay. You know, it was mad school. Every school was stacked. Like it was crazy. So like even that's why me and my man be having talks about like, you know, when the whole Jordan joint came out, they talking about the GOAT and all that and who's the best between Jordan, LeBron and all that. And my son, his argument was like, well, look at the caliber player LeBron playing against versus the caliber player Michael Jordan was playing against. And I'm telling his son, like, yo, them dudes back in the days was mad nice and the style of play was different. Like,
Yeah. They was all good at their position.
these dudes here is wild, athletic, lanky, and all that. We get that, but the skill and we didn't watch as much TV back then, and we ain't had that shit in 4K where we seen it clear, we seen all the highlights going down and stuff. So it's looking like everything has gotten better. But if you just seen these dudes back then, these niggas was nice.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling something like, yo, it was a different era, and I was like, I could do the eyeball test as far as like I love LeBron. Nobody taking nothing against LeBron. Son is the GOAT of his era. But when it comes to like, and Steve Kerr summed it up the best when he talked about Mike. He was like the aura that the other guys, how he felt from the other guys when Mike came in the room was like he was God. Like and nobody had that presence. Like LeBron don't impose that presence among them young dudes. They trying to bust his ass. Like what? Like Mike, them dudes knew it was nice, but they also knew, all right, God is in the room now. Slow down, like. What's up? So now that's the difference. That's what you can't see in The Last Dance. You can't see that. You can kind of just imagine what it was like.
Yeah, yeah. You can't really tell what Michael Jordan. Shoot, I remember Michael Jordan came play the Knicks. It was like Jersey and New York was shut down. Nobody was going nowhere. Everybody was watching that Knicks game. Like Jordan in town. You're like, damn, I didn't even know you liked football. It was like Knicks rule around here, but everybody was Jordan fans. It's crazy. In New York and Jersey.
Yeah.
Like Jordan had the town. He didn't even live there. You're like, yo, y'all like Jordan, but it's number Nets and Knicks on TV right here. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
But that's crazy though.
But what you were saying about the Catholic school league and the Catholic school league out there in Jersey, how it also made crazy sense is when we all in the summertime we all would go to 5-star camp.
Oh yeah,
5-star camp used to be crazy because now you got the elite of elite. You get all the New York dudes, the Jersey dudes, all us going there, and I'm talking about. I'll never forget them battles in them summer days. You know I do. It's crazy, man.
Mr. Lawrence used to send us in the summer. Pay for everybody. You play all year. That's what he pay for the church. Like, you know what? I'm going to 5-star. I'm going to play all summer. And then, you know, if you played all summer, August came, you was going to camp. So we got up there. Was you up there that weekend? When New York and Philly was about to tear it up, Ron, Eric Barkley, Oak Cook, and all them.
I probably was up there. I mean, cause I was up there at least 2 summers strong. Like, you know what I mean? I went to 2 different sessions, like joint too. Cause I wanted to win an MVP, and I got the MVP one year. You know what I mean? One time up there, cause I remember talking to Golf and seeing all the different dudes that got the MVP, and him saying like, usually guys who get to MVP is gonna go to the NBA and all this stuff. So in my mind, I'm playing all this. I'm like, what? All right. Then he's talking about, you know, he's like, guys who get the MVP, you know, we looking for certain things. We want guys to show up to certain meetings.
You had to go to drills and stuff. I remember I was going to drills one day, and fucking Elton Brand was in every drill. I'm like, oh, man. This thing is like, I'm like, man, I ain't going to the drill Elton Brand in here, man. I'm the only dude that got to stick this thing. I was young, though. I'm like, man, I can't stick this dude, but, you know, it was fun. I learned. He abused me.
You gotta get abused. You gotta get abused and soak it up like a sponge as far as like moves and learning. And you know what I mean? We had our best people with experience. Like, you know what I mean? We played all day. We played against the best, and we seen the best. That's why we improve. You know what I mean? A lot of days nowadays, everybody wants somebody to work with their kid and train, which is cool, but you gotta have the love and put in that own joint with yourself.
Yeah, you gotta get on that plate. That son get baked a few days.
I tell my son, I say, yo, kids, you can throw it. We ain't have no wireless devices and stuff. You can throw on some joint, have your music playing, and get in your zone and just be chilling, working on your craft, like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't need nobody with you. But I also remember that 5-star. I played Ron. You know what I'm saying? He was the big on the team, so I'm guarding him. Ron pushed the break. You know, he handled the ball. So I'm getting back on D. You know, Ron like fast. He coming fast. So, you know, I'm getting back. All I see is Ron coming full sting. I'm like, oh. You know, I gotta play D. I ain't gonna be no punk. Man, I think I took the only charge that week at 5-star, yo. Ron ran straight into me. He thought I was going to I rolled and hit the motherfucking fence, boy. But they called the charge. I'm like, oh, you called that? Because I thought I was dead. He about to kill me. You know, Ron was 50 at that time. He running full speed. He put his head down. Oh, man. I felt that.
Oh, yeah. That's for people who don't know, like Ron and never seen him in person, and to make that more visual for them, it's just a matter of LeBron James coming at you full speed.
Real.
Ron Artest's body is basically the same body as LeBron James.
Yeah, I was like 205. This thing was like 230. Strong.
Like then.
straight bully. Man, I couldn't move. I froze. I'm like, oh, he just said, boom.
Yeah.
Hard. You're like, what? I remember that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got that. The whole team was hyped. I was like, coach, take me out. I had to sit down and catch my breath. That nigga hit me hard, too. I ain't going to forget that one, though. But, yeah, that was 5-star. Was definitely, I remember my guy, Sandman. It was Sandman at 5-star. The old Sandman, baby. Yeah, those some dudes. Shoot, remember the summertime hoops in New York? That was better than high school, though, right? You had, you had UDC, you know what I'm saying? You had Citywide. You had Baby Rucker, 145th. You know what I mean? You had Kingdom. You had all them joints in the summertime. Like,
once you got like a sophomore in high school and above, like you really wasn't doing too much of the summer leagues and stuff, like tournaments and stuff, because you was always too busy traveling and stuff with your team and stuff like that. And then it was a matter of, you know, who you were getting recruited by and things of that nature. You know what I mean? For me, playing with Riverside, first I started out with BQE, and then BQE kind of merged with Riverside, and they became one. And I messed with Riverside for like a year or two, and then I ended up dipping from Riverside because we was too deep. Like, we had all our locking dudes. All the dudes from the city was trying to get on one team on top of the new up-and-coming dudes from the Bronx and all that, like Kenny Satterfield, which like a year younger than me, Andre Barrett, all of them was coming, Old Cook, all of them was starting to come down. So then they were trying to make them play up to get them experience and stuff. So niggas fighting over time. We trying to still get recruited and still we do. And, you know, and you probably used to being a man at your school, so you ain't really want to do no sit a quarter, you know what I mean, that type of stuff. So I did from them with the Bronx Ravens for one summer with Gary DeCesar, and I was playing with him. He actually went out to Vegas, and I played well with Gary DeCesar in the summer and joint. I'm actually going to do a little YouTube joint about that, my little experience going out to Vegas playing with Gary DeCesar, because that was a funny story. I'll tell you more about that or whatever. But
I remember was hot. I remember them. The Ravens was hot. I remember playing against them in the INC.
They was talking about Sonny DiCario with Adidas, so they had money. So I wasn't making
He was at St. Raymond's. He was the old coach at St. Raymond's, right?
Yeah. And Adidas, so like, you know, with playing Riverside, you had the perks of getting all your Nikes joint, your Jordans, and Lord's made sure you stay fresh. So I ain't really want to leave that. When I went to Bronx Ravens, their Adidas game was strong. So I was like, oh, all right, and I could play more. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what happened to me. I played with Riverside. It was Nike, but I also played with Jersey, the North Rams. It was Adidas too. So it was like, man, I think we'll come back to Jersey, man, because, you know, like you said, it was always bringing somebody new. You know what I'm saying? Riverside was cool. You already won, but shit, you wanted to play in summertime. So yeah, I definitely get you what you're saying on that.
Main thing is one to play, man, and that was it. I ain't care about none of that. I know I already knew that I was gonna recruit. I was gonna be a D1 player. I ain't know where, what type of level. And I remember Tom Konchowski, you know, the big recruiter. I think, is he still recruiting?
I think he just retired. He just announced he's retiring this year.
But Tom Konchowski was talking up at 5-star, and he was, you know, have his yearly speeches, and he'd be talking, and he was like, yeah, if you guys want to ask me some questions on, you know, after the session or whatever, I'll be gladly here to answer you. And he was like, it depends on if you want to know if you're a D1 player, D2 player, D3 player, you know, I would be honest with you and let you know. So I'm like, word. So I'm sitting back, listening to all this. I'm like, in my mind, I think I'm a D1 player, but I want to know what he think. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what he think. So
the Bible, man.
yeah, I know what he wants. Whatever he said, I know it's legit. So I stayed back after the joint 5-star, and he was talking to a couple other campers. I'm kind of on the side this way until they finish, and then I finally get the clear, and I go in. I'm like, how you doing, Mr. Tom Konchowski? He's like, how you doing? He already knew who I was. I'm like, he's like, how you doing, Mr. Brown? I'm like, okay. Sniffing like, that guy. You know why, son, I know. and,
When he
and,
said your name, when he said your name before you said it, so you knew you was
yeah,
on. You're like, oh,
anyway, I'm like, okay. And, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, I was like, yeah, you were saying something about, if people had questions, I just wanted to, ask questions like, do you think I'm a D1 player? What do you think about me as a player? He said, I definitely see you as a D1 player. He said, as far as what level, he said, I think that depends on you, but I think you could go to the highest level as you want to. Once I heard those words, I already knew it, but once I heard those words, it put the stamp on it, like, oh, what? Son, I'm nice, son. Like, it's over now. Like
that
it's
was
over.
keeping that
Like,
stamp, you was on. You
yeah,
was on.
I knew I was doing everything I was doing up to that point the correct way. You know what I mean? Whether it was running my stairs, I lived in a co-house next to Fort Greene with my grandma's. Lived on the 15th floor. I run the stairs, run the stairs, catch the elevator down, run the stairs, catch the elevator down 5 times. Go in a little base of the side room, jumping on my what you call it, jump soles joints, jumping
Yeah,
on my jump soles, jumping over the cones, all them little individual works that you put in that nobody see, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That thing was paying off, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And once I got that little stamp from sound, I was like, oh yeah, it's on now.
yeah, yeah,
And you know, once some little letters started coming in and you start getting some serious offers, you start seeing a little, you start having some hope or something new. You don't know what, but you know, like I'm playing ball and I'm gonna get out the hood or I'm getting out of my area for a little minute, and who knows what comes. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Change your life, man. Change your life. So you know what I'm saying? You go through high school. You know what I mean? Did y'all win city championships at Locker? When you was at Locker?
No, we won damn, did we win city champ? I think we won like the city, but we ain't never win like no state or nothing like that.
Okay.
We always was like competing, always losing like the finals type joint. And
Yeah.
but I don't know what our problem was, because now I think about our team, like we had a really disciplined group
Bob,
of dudes, like
Bob Mackey was the coach, wasn't he?
Bob Leckie.
Lucky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He went to St. Peter's. He was a coach at St.
Yeah,
Peter's.
he was the head coach there.
Yeah. I remember when he left Locker and went to St. Peter's. Yeah. So you know, you go through high school. You know what I mean? You make your decision. You get your scholarship, Ohio State, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was I ended up committing like what was considered early. I committed like in October of my senior year. You know what I mean? And that's because my man Will Dudley, he had took the visit to Ohio State, and when he came back from his visit, he's like, "Oh, B, that joint is crazy. It's nice with the woo." I'm like, Ohio, like I'm thinking about farmland. Like nobody going to Ohio, something like, you know what I mean? Wow, like, you know what I mean? So, but I did want to get away from New York, but I didn't want to go too far. Anyway, I just make a long story short, I ended up taking a visit out to Ohio State. Jim O'Brien was the coach. Jim O'Brien is from New York. He's from Brooklyn. He used to live in Red Hook. You know what I mean? So he actually was cool. He knew Coach Lecky. You know what I'm saying? So he told Coach Lecky he had just came out there. It was going into his second year. So he was trying to recruit players from the East Coast. He was the East Coast dude. So he's trying to recruit players from the East Coast. He was rebuilding the program. He's like, yo, you gonna play? You have the opportunity to play. You know what I mean? I knew they was recruiting a teammate of mine, so I wasn't going out there alone. You know what I mean? And then when I came out here, I seen the stadium that they was building. The joint is like bigger than the Garden back then, and this is in '98. You know what I mean? When this wasn't popular, and they was building this joint, Schottenstein Center. 19,500 people, and I'm walking through this arena like, yo, this is where we gonna be playing at, and the knobs ain't even on the doors yet. Like it's that new, like it's like that. But so I take a visit and okay.
Now I went to was an AAU tournament that used to be at Ohio State at that time, like 97, 98. It was in Columbus, and I think Scooney Penn had just transferred there from Boston College.
Right.
So, I think what was it? I think Riverside and them used to come to that tournament. I forgot the name of it. It was Ohio something Memorial Day weekend tournament. It was ran by Nike,
Yeah.
but it was at Ohio State. We used to play games at Ohio State, and we toured the campus. That's when I seen the library in the football stadium. Like, yo, It's a library in the football stadium. That was crazy. We had never seen nothing like that as we was touring that campus at Ohio State. So yeah, I can imagine what you felt when you was recruited out there at that time. And they was building that
Especially being a city kid, like we never really been on a major campus.
like
You know what I'm saying? And that was my first major visit because prior to Ohio State, I visited Rutgers. Rutgers was my first official visit. I forget the name of the coach who was there at the time, and he had his assistant coach was a black brother, light skinned guy, bald head. I think he actually a head coach now somewhere. I seen.
You talking about Rob Lanier? Yeah,
That's him.
Yeah. I think
He was
Bob Wenzel or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob
He was
Wenzel.
in Jersey, and me and actually it's funny because Troy Murphy was on our visit in Rutgers together. You know, Troy Murphy.
I missed that weekend. I went to AAU practice and Troy went.
Crazy.
He was on my team, North Rams. He was on my AAU team. And they had sent like the top players in Jersey, like the top players in the class, to come up to Rutgers, and I ain't go. Yeah, I ain't go. Yeah. I remember when Troy went. Oh, why you come to practice? Because we had asked him that, like, yo, why you come to practice? He's like, nah, I went to Rutgers. I'm like, oh, you went? Yeah. He was there. Yo, so it was.
Yeah, I went with him, and it was he had me, him, and some other dude. You know what I mean? And it was cool, you know, it was all right, you know, but I still felt like I was in the city. I felt like I was in the city.
No, it wasn't Bob Wenzel. It was the dude, Kevin O'Bannon, that got fired.
Kevin O'Bannon.
Yeah. He had Dante Jones come. He had like all the top players at that time in Jersey, like top 10, top 15 players in Jersey. He had sent the letters to come visit Rutgers that weekend. I remember that. Yeah. It was Kevin O'Bannon.
Yeah. The light-skinned black brother, I think you got him though.
Yeah, Rob Lanier, he's the head coach at Georgia State now.
Yeah.
Rob Lanier. He coached my boy Maul. I played at St. Pat. He coached him at Siena. He was a head coach.
Okay.
He was a head coach at Siena, and I think he got the job. He now at Georgia State. Rob Lanier. Yeah.
He was cool, bro. That joint just felt like at Rutgers just felt like I was still in New York City, like you know what I mean. And then the head coach, I ain't really felt his vibe like that. He felt it was a little funny. But then when I took my visit to Ohio State, and I seen that football arena, and then I seen that arena, and then I kind of went out with a couple of dudes, took me out, and we went to a couple parties, we kicking it. I'm like, oh, this joint is different. This Midwest.
Ohio was nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you know, the culture and the music was a little different. Like, my man Jason Singleton picked me up, and he had a Jeep Cherokee at the time, a Grand Cherokee, the champagne joint. Remember the champagne colored joint, right? With the black leather interior, with the black tents. So I had some subwoofers in his back, and she from Detroit. He playing A-Ball and MJG, Starship and Rockets. And he rocking his joint, right? So I'm like, oh, man, these dudes is chilling. Like this joint is the eye. Like it's a different vibe, different culture. Then we went out to a couple of spots and
on edge, like East Coast, you can relax and breathe out in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then once I seen the culture and went to a couple spots and see like the culture was alright, the culture's alright.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this might be a little good luck.
Yeah. So you go there, your freshman year. You know what I'm saying? How's the experience from playing New York City basketball, then you playing college basketball at Ohio State, man, Big Ten as a freshman, man?
You know, as a freshman, you know, in the beginning, you're just trying to get in where you fit in. You ain't really trying to step on too many toes. But me being a city kid, I knew, huh?
Who's on your team as a freshman? Let them know who's on your team as a freshman at Ohio State.
Well, yeah, Scooney Penn. You know, one of the reasons why I decided to go to Ohio State too, because I had just finished seeing him killing the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden. When he's playing with Boston College before transferring. I was like, oh, I'm going to have that little dude as my point guard because I was a 2, you know what I mean, out of high school and through my college year mainly, you know what I'm saying? So I knew I had a good PG. I was going to push it, it could shoot, it was tough. You know what I mean? So I had him. Then I had this guy, Michael Red, who ended up
Woo.
was the killer. I mean, led the Big Ten in scoring as a freshman, 19.1 points a game. Lefty, you know what I mean? He had John Sanderson. He's now the strength and conditioning coach at Michigan University. White dude, 6'7", strong as a mule, could jump off two legs, banging on you. Had Ken Johnson, 6'10",
I
30,
remember him.
30, 37-inch vert with long arms, so he was blocking everything, clearing anything that was going to the basket. Um, Jason Singleton, a number of players that was all good, and I knew like, I really wasn't I was never a cocky dude. I wasn't really concerned about coming in and playing a bunch of minutes. I knew I was a freshman, and I knew I would get my time, and I'm gonna get some minutes. I'm good enough to get minutes. When I came in, I made my mark as a defensive stopper. Scooney Penn and Michael Red was getting all the buckets. They was getting a lot of plays for them. They had the ball in their hand.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
it was funny, you know what I mean? Because I knew you from scoring. And then when you got to college, I'm like, yo, be out there trying to play D. You know what I'm saying? I see you.
Yeah. Now you guys remember, anybody coming from high school, mainly when you go to a D1 school, if you go to a major D1 school, it's basically the man of each school, or one of the two best players from each school from around the country. So you might have been a man in your school, but now you're going to the school. There's other niggas that's nice, like, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get your shine. You just gotta wait your turn. Some dudes go to the NBA. Some dudes, graduate or whatever. You get your shine. And my best time for me to get minutes was D. You know what I mean? Scooney and Mike got a score. They can't guard the best player on the other team. That was me. I'm going to lock them up now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to stay on the floor. I'm going to get my little hustle points, my little offensive rebound. I'm going to run a break. School going to hit me. I'm going to get a little easy layup. You got to find ways to eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to find ways to eat and gain your coach trust. And then, you know what I mean, when it's your time, you got that coach trust. And they know, okay, he's experienced. He's been out there. And he know what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. My first year, I only averaged like 5 points, but I was on the court doing what I need to do. Second year, I averaged 10.5 points. Third year, I averaged 15. Now I'm third team All Big Ten, coaches and media. You know what I mean? Then my senior year, I move up. Now I'm averaging 17 or whatever, 16 and a half. Now I'm first team All Big Ten, coaches and media. You know what I mean? So it was just a progression each year, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So each year you worked on something to get better in your game, you saying? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I wish nowadays it seems like kids do that more, but I wish I kind of would have put in more work in the summer. Like, basically when the season was over and you kind of had your own time, and after school was really over, I'm back to the NY. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get back home. I gotta get some grandma's cooking, mom do's cooking. I gotta see my peoples around the way. I gotta go to the hood spot and get the heroes and taste some of that soul food, Jamaican food, and all that. You know how it is. So
first flight,
that's what I did.
Back up top. You're like, oh, I'm out. School over. Ain't no workouts, coach. Okay, I'm gone. I'll be back. What day we gotta be back? You might play a little ball here and there. Back then,
my training consisted of pickup ball around the way. Go to Tillery Park, go to a couple joints, and just maintain, keep your wiggle right or whatever, stay in shape. Which you always was in shape back when you 19, 20, 21. You ain't really getting out of shape.
You played about 6 or 7 full courts, and you was like, I'm done for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was no jump shot training, working on your handle. It was get your 10 and run all day. That was your workout. You know what I'm saying? So kids today now are more lucky in the training because it was more basketball back then. You know what I'm saying? You had to get in the gym with everybody to work on your game.
Even though kids is a lot more skilled because they doing a lot of that footwork and coming off cones and catching and all that. They skilled, but they don't miss the
The originality
the,
of the game.
you can't, the intangibles. You can't teach how to slip a screen, how
Yeah,
to bump it. You know what I mean? Experience that comes
yeah,
from playing.
playing.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
can't
you
teach that.
playing, you hit one of them dudes, these new dudes, and you hit them like, oh, that's illegal.
He's
Like,
like, oh, that's a foul. You're like, what?
I'm saying, it's like, yo, we
Like, no.
playing. You got to get away with what you can get away with.
Yeah. Back in the day, y'all wouldn't survive in the open gym. There was no foul.
Mm-hmm.
People wouldn't even let
Right.
you in. Let you in the gym, you call foul too much. Like, nah, you ain't playing. You call foul too much, man. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
kids today definitely don't know about getting in that gym playing about 10 games in a row, full court.
You, got, you just got to mix it up, man. You know what I mean? I don't take nothing away from them. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they are a lot more skilled due to the different training and stuff like that. But they got to mix it up with the experience. You know what I mean? Play a little bit more. I don't know your joint.
We had training.
Hold on, your joint buffering a little bit. I don't know if you.
And then you practice. Oh, you can hear me now?
Nah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Now, I was saying we had training. You know, like, certain AAU teams used to bring you to the gym. You work out for the first hour. You do drills. And then you knew after that first hour, it was ball game. Drills is up.
Ball.
Go full court now. You know what I mean? Coach
Yeah.
Durham was on it early.
Yeah.
There was a few
Yeah.
coaches that was on it, but it wasn't like it is today, though. You know what I'm saying? People train every day now. You're like, yo.
And that's not even fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fun in playing. Like, even when I train kids, like, we gonna warm up and get the blood flowing, do some layups, gonna do this. Then we doing 3-on-3 weaves or 3-on-2, 2-on-1. Then we doing some type of competing. Like, it gotta be it gotta be fun. Like, it can't be nothing like you drilling us to death. Drill. That ain't fun.
You ain't gonna get to practice what you learn. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
spend that first hour working out, then the next hour you need to be playing, working on that stuff you use practice. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't practice it, when you gonna use it? If you wait till the next game, you know what I'm saying? You need to use that. Man, you need to be out in the park hitting somebody with that move today, so you know it worked. So when you get in the game, you like, I know what I'm doing. You ain't out there like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You work out so much, you don't even know if the move worked because you ain't playing nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That be happening to a lot of kids nowadays too, man. So you go to Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? You play 4 years. After your 4 years, what do you get into next? After your 4 years at Ohio State, man. After your good career, Ohio State.
Yeah, I finished up my 4 years, and I was able to graduate, get my degree from Ohio State with a bachelor's, which was cool. Which I always was good in school, so I knew that wouldn't be a challenge. So finished that and tried out for a few NBA teams. Had some good feedback. You know what I mean? My best feedback was from Denver Nuggets when I tried out with them. I think at the time they had the 32nd pick and the 25th pick. And after my workout with them, they were saying that if I'm still available at 32, that they definitely gonna take me. So like I was feeling good about, I mean, at least my chances of getting drafted and potentially getting an NBA. But I wasn't really concerned with it. I knew I would play ball professionally for some money somewhere. You know what I mean? Because before me, Scooney had left and he had tried his thing in the NBA after getting drafted. I forget who he got drafted, but I think it was Denver or Milwaukee. But they didn't keep him and he ended up going overseas. And so he was already overseas for like 1 or 2 years and he'd come back to school like he had hurt his foot, matter of fact. I think his second year, he was like home early, like in the winter. So he was around campus and stuff, had a little Escalade. You know what I mean? Signed some that he was doing good. So I'm like, oh, you might have went out. I don't know if you get me. Let me know when you back home.
I get you.
Yeah, so I can see you, but it's spinning. But I'm gonna finish up. But so he had came back.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I said he had came back. I came back around the team and stuff, and my son had to escalate, and he had his money and doing his thing. I'm thinking like, all right, overseas, they paying bread, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all right. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I knew I was going to play somewhere. Making a long story short, I ended up not getting drafted at all, and which was crazy to me. I thought that was crazy because I seen a lot of dudes get drafted that I killed, and here I am, first team All Big Ten, coaches and media, which is basically the top 5 players out of the conference, and we had a crazy conference, and our conference was like the #1 conference at the time. You know what I mean? So, whatever the case may be, I ended up decided to go to Germany. Went to Bonn, Germany, played for Telekom Baskets Bonn. You know what I mean? Had a Yugoslavian coach my first year. Anybody know whoever had a Yugoslavian coach know how crazy them dudes are as far as conditioning and all that type of joint. So I went over there and it was crazy. But I had a good teammate in my son Terrence Rencher, good old school to vet, old Texas all day, Bronx native. T. Wrench, my guy.
Used to have the tape on the wristband, man. I used to put my tape on the wristband.
T. Wrench was out there, so that was a huge having him out there and having somebody who already been overseas for a few years from New York. You know what I mean? Cool dude. So he showed me the ropes, but that was kind of tough having.
He used to come play in the pro league in Jersey with some of the overseas. So when he came home in the summer, he was in Jersey playing in the pro league back then, Terrence Rencher. So yeah.
That was big having T. Wrench out there.
I think he used to play for Prime Time. And Prime Time used to come from New York, and they come to the Pro-Am in Jersey. They bring all the New York players, and he was on the team. So yeah, he used to come. Him, Skip to my little Aunt Mason and them used to come to Jersey for Prime Time and playing the Pro-Ams. So yeah, Terrence Rencher was. Actually, I remember him as a kid. Yeah, he used to get busy at Texas. But now, continue.
Rencher is definitely true. Big guard. He's probably the beginning age of the big guard. 6'4", lefty, smooth. You know what I mean? So playing with him overseas was huge. Like for my first year, you know what I mean? And I like Germany a lot. You know what I mean? Nightlife was crazy. It was cool. You know what I mean? Money was good. And you have 2 Americans on the German team at the time. But I still was kind of, after 1 year of playing over there, I still kind of hoop dreamed a little bit, NBA dreamed a little bit. So I went to my second year as a pro. I ended up wanting to go to the NBDL, and I played with the Fayetteville Patriots. Was down in North Carolina for a minute, but I really didn't take that serious. I was more kicking it, you know what I mean, to be truthful. I just made some overseas money. Now I had me a little Escalade, you know what I'm saying? I'm fronting. I'm 23 years old. I'm down south in North Carolina in Fayetteville. You know what I mean? Got an Escalade. I got bread in the bank. I'm like, yo. And then like BDL wasn't like I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a real branch of the NBA. I thought it would be real structured, real, you know what I mean, real professional. It was like they had, Palm dudes over here. We was kind of like near the hood a little bit, the little campus a little bit. That's where our Palmers was at. So it was like it wasn't like no NBA feel. You know what I'm saying? So
just starting out.
It was just starting out, like literally. So I just didn't take that well. So I played in a few games, didn't really played okay. My man Kenny Satterfield ended up coming down to the NBDL from wherever he was coming from, and he ended up being on my team, and he ended up being my roommate. So now we really kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Two new dudes, we down in North Carolina. I got the Escalade. We chilling. We right 10 minutes from the mall, Fayetteville Mall. So we down there basically chilling more than playing. So fast forward, that season go by, I end up going back overseas, back to Germany, signed a 2-year deal with Trier. Now I'm playing well, made an All-Star game. Then the following year, my second year, that deal, made an All-Star game again, won an All-Star MVP. Then I'm starting to play well overseas. Then I end up going to France for 1 year, played well over there in Toulon, Lugano, in the south of France. Um, playing well there. Left from Lugano, came back to Germany, went to Bremerhaven, Germany, up north, way up north Germany. Had a good 2-year contract over there, but ended up only doing 1 year. So I just bounced around. I ended up my last year was in 2010 in Lugano, Switzerland. I ended up we won a championship in Lugano, Switzerland, which is a nice little league, dope city, beautiful city, like 20 minutes away from Italy. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful time there. And then after after my in 2010, my wife was pregnant at the time with my twins. So now this is like my 8th year overseas. I done been back and forth across that water 8 years, and now my wife about to have these kids. I'm like, damn, do I really want to keep going across this water with these kids now and trying to do all this? Let me just shut it down and let me see what the workforce is like. Which was the dumbest move ever. I never should have did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, I'm thinking I'm 32. I'm like, I'm about to have twins. Let me kind of see what life is like. Plus, I was missing home. Like, you know what I mean? I was missing home. I was tired of going back across the water. I wanted to be home all year round and shit and watch TV and Martin and see what was coming on TV. Because at that time, we ain't have, like, where you could watch everything, you know, with devices, you know what I mean? So, yeah, everything. I used to be hearing about shit. I had to call home all the time and see what's going on. So at the 8 years, I was like, that was enough. So that's why I know I started my career in 2010 after 8 years overseas, and I ended up, you know, dabbling into personal training and got my certified for that. Then I started doing some clinics and camps for some kids, and got a regular job as a supervisor at this Kroger warehouse out here for a second. Then like that, then I realized, you know, I had to really do something for myself. So I did not dabble into life insurance. Got licensed as a life insurance agent, like back in 2014, and that's what I do today. I'm a life insurance broker. You know what I mean? But I had different little avenues that I had to cross before I had to learn what I wanted to do and learn how I wanted to move. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. So looking back at it, all your hoop success, would you change anything, or you keep it the same? You keep everything the same?
My hoop assessment?
Yeah, like to all your you know what I mean, career, would you change anything in your process? You know what I mean? Would you have changed anything?
Now I wouldn't change much. I would change probably in my college days. Like I said, I probably would have stayed up at OSU all summer round and just put in work. You know what I mean? You really ain't missing much. You know what I mean?
Right.
The goal is to
It was
get.
it was that call for the city that summer, man. Like people don't understand that. When you from down
Yeah.
there, Jersey, New York, ain't nothing like outside in the summertime, man. You be like, what? Man, I'm going
Yeah.
home. Like, I ain't staying here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I mean? If I'm looking back at it like now, you know, the goal is to always secure the big bag. Secure the
yeah,
bag, then you come home and do whatever the fuck you want, how long you want to do it, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if it was me myself telling my 20-year-old self like, nah, son, we sitting up here, we grinding all the way, we doing this
Word.
until we boom, we got that ink on the dotted line, and we got that, then we gonna fall back. But I ain't really had that air and those words in my ear to make me do that, you know what I mean? And looking back, I think if I would have kind of did that and sharpened up a little bit of tools and really grinded, really blew it out the water to where it was undeniable, then a
Yeah,
lot of things would open. But I don't change my direction because had I did that, I probably would have went to the league and became a superstar in the league versus all the experience I have in my mind from overseas. I got 8 years of friends and people I know over there and relationships I done built across the
yeah,
world and all around the world that never would have happened had I did that. So
yeah.
I don't change anything. You know what I mean? Everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean? It was a blessing.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a blessing to watch you, man. I mean, I remember meeting you in high school, like freshman, sophomore year, high school. You know what I'm saying? So knowing you from back then to now, It was definitely a blessing seeing your success, man. You know, that's what walk that talk is all about. You know, I reach out to my guys I know, you know, that really walk from beginning to end, you know, and went somewhere with it, man. So, you know, that's why I brought you on here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate it. Anytime, like, we need more talks like this because people need to know the journey. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an athlete or if you have, you know what I mean? Like we all have kids now, so you might have a kid or a nephew or somebody that's playing ball, and
Hey,
to hear
I,
somebody else.
I like to hear other stories. You know, you got kids in your family, they're looking at you like, yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They story, you know what I mean? Because you might think
Yeah,
I'm blowing your head off. So I'm gonna put somebody else in front of you that really did it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
that's what walk that talk is all about. Like they say, I know I did it, but I ain't gonna. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let other people tell their story. So you see
Mm-hmm.
it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because then you realize what I'm telling you. Shit, other people do the same thing, but in a different way. And then it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
click. You get what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be like, yo, the shit you saying, everybody keeps saying it, but in different ways. So it got to be some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? That's my main goal. Walk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Reach
That's
out to people I know that really did it from the beginning to the end, and so all the way through. You know what I mean? And living life
mhm.
today. Okay? So that's what I do. That's from New York, Jersey. I'm like, all right. I would just bring people on, let you hear their story. You know what I mean? You like college ball? I know dudes played there. I'm gonna let you hear them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring them to you. So that's the main
Yeah.
goal. Walk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Bring people in and let people hear their story. It's like, damn, coach, you do know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I think I did play the game, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how.
And then like any of your listeners or your or your team that you coach, if they have any questions at any time, you know, what I mean, they can always reach out to any one of us if they have a question about what you think
Yeah,
about this or what you think about that regarding, you know, sports life. You know, what I mean, if they play ball, then they have like this could be like kind of a community where they
yeah,
could kind of, I mean,
yeah.
have like some type of support. You know, what I mean, you always want to take
Cause
heed.
I remember growing up, I ain't, you know what I mean, like you said, we didn't really have no. I mean, you know, might have do one or two dudes that play college ball, but it wasn't like that, like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that play
Yeah.
college ball like then wasn't sharing knowledge with people. You know what I'm saying? It was
Mhm.
you learn on your own. Like, oh yeah, I play ball, but they wasn't giving you no secrets or what to do or how to get there. You know what I'm saying? I knew dudes St. John's, dudes wasn't bringing you in the gym with them, letting them play. You had to earn your way in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But today it's a little
Mhm.
more easier and people more shareable nowadays. So that's my main goal, just to
Mhm.
share knowledge and, you know, help people get further than I did. You know what I'm saying? I played ball, D1, and all that. But it'd be that little information that you might hear from somebody that'll push your game a little further. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So that's my main thing with bringing in the young kids. Let them hear other people's stories so they get inspired. Like, you know what? It is possible. All these people did it. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to get at. You
Absolutely.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely, and that's what's up. I salute you for you know what I mean, trying to get that to give our youth that spark of confidence that they need
Yeah,
that could just take them by your word. He said that,
yeah,
and he think I might be good enough to go this to
yeah,
this level, that level. That might be the little spark that they need. Like I said, once I heard Tom Kachowski say it to me,
yeah.
say, yeah, you're a D1 player. Depends on the level. It's all depending on you. I'm like, so that was it. So.
Yeah.
Now,
It's all
now, you know, basically paying it forward.
yeah. It's all about how hard you willing to work. Are you really willing to go get it? You know what I mean? That's what separates everybody too. How hard you willing to go get it, man? Because everybody ain't willing to put in that work to get a scholarship because it's hard work. You know what I'm saying? Scholarships ain't gonna come to your front door. You gotta get on the road. You gotta travel. You gotta put your time in to go earn that. You know what I'm saying? It worked for me. It worked for you because you ain't just playing New York City, right? You
Mm-hmm.
go out of town. You traveling. You put yourself on the road so coaches see.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So some
Mm-hmm.
people miss that message. They don't realize a coach not gonna come to your town. you might have to go out of town and make your name, go somewhere else, and bring that coach back to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the message I want to give kids too. So you know what I mean? That was good that you know what I mean, talked about where you've been, where you played, where you traveled, all that. So they realize like, man, I can't stay in my town if I really want to be something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta move around, be visible, and put myself out there. You know what I'm saying? And see what come back for me. That's the key to basketball. Basketball ain't gonna just happen. You just staying in your town. You gotta be willing to put yourself on the road and go play against everybody and see what it brings back to you. That's another thing about Walk That Talk I wanted to put out there with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But yeah, B, I definitely got to get out to Ohio. I mean, I coach during the season, so I got free time now. I need to come out there and link up with you, bro. Catch up with you out there in Ohio State, man. I'm right here.
I know you've been in the neck of the woods a couple times. You just ain't holler. I know you've been close on that Cincinnati, Kentucky line and during that area.
Columbus. I got to come deeper into Columbus. You know what I mean? Columbus is like 2 hours from me.
Yeah, 2 hours away. Yeah, whenever. Just it's all good. I'm here.
Yeah, definitely got to do that, bro. But I appreciate you spending time with me today, bro. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to touch back later on during the summer, man. You stay safe out there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You too, bro. I appreciate the talk. I appreciate you bringing me on and having me on your platform and giving me a chance to share my message. Hopefully somebody be inspired by it. It's all love.
Oh, yeah. Always love, bro. So we're going to do it again, man. You know what I mean? This ain't the last time we're going to touch base, man. We'll bring you back in, man.